Woke up in the middle of the night in a panic. Oh god no, we're probably never gonna get National Treasure 3. But even worse, we haven't talked about animation canceling yet. Every animation in this game has 3 phases. The initial phase, the active phase, and the recovery phase. The best way I can illustrate to you is think of a really good sneeze. Everybody's sneezed, right? The initial phase is the huffing and the puffing. Oh, you can feel it. Your eyes are going kind of watery from how good this is going to be. Stand back. I'm about to knock out a wall. Then the active frame, the actual sneeze, just a boom. And then the recovery, where you just kind of stand there in a daze. Where am I? If you didn't have a recovery phase, you would sneeze in quick succession. It would sound like and that's how trap music was made. The more you know. So if we get in real close and slow it down, we can see all 3 phases a lot better here. And there it is right there, a nice strong wind up. You press the button, but it doesn't come out immediately. It's going through its initial phase. And through the magic of editing, I can show you the very next frame, the very next millisecond, boom, right there. The spear appears because you are now in the active phase. The transition between phase 1 and phase 2 is what I like to call the I pressed it, but it didn't go off phase. Yeah, you pressed it, and you went through the initial phase. You just didn't get to the active phase. There can also be lag and server discrepancies, but that's not what we're talking about. If it makes you feel better, sure. Get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi, kid. There, it's gone through, it went through being active, and now we are recovering, we are reloading, if you will. You have to go through the recovery before you start the process all over again. But different animations have different phase lengths. That's how the game is balanced, that's how the game gets its feel. Like Neath on her 2, it has a very long initial phase, and then the active phase. As an ADC in the late game, this can get you killed, having a character with a very long initial phase move. If you're in a fight, don't stop to use it. Like if an assassin jumps on you late game and you're playing as Rom, don't stop to use your 2. Yeah, it's an awesome move, it makes you stronger, but in that context, you're gonna be dead before it matters. Late game, unless it has some kind of crowd control or immediate effect, you're better off just auto-attacking. And on some characters, you can't use beads or ages until the animations are done. So stop panicking and stop pressing buttons. I know you do it. Now, to get a little extra damage, you can actually cancel some of the animations out and string them together. Onher has a relatively long recovery phase on his impale. He ain't no chump, he throws hard, he needs to catch his breath, leave him alone. So after using his 2, there's a little stall before he can auto-attack again, unlike Cupid, who fires off a basic attack almost immediately after his heart bomb. That baby's on crack. Something ain't right. Look at the size of its head. So to get more damages on her, you fire off an auto-attack, and as soon as it comes out, you launch that impale. So what's happening is you're going through the initial phase of the auto attack, and then the active phase, and then you're eating the tail end of the recovery phase with the initial phase of the impale. And you can mess this up because if you cancel into the impale too soon, you end up eating the basic attack. It doesn't come out. You added another initial phase to your impale. The most effective way for animation canceling is auto attack into ability or vice versa, and then you alternate. And that's why I think Cern has the most interesting animation canceling as far as hunters go. Mr. Tumnus' 3rd ability has almost no initial phase, it can cancel the active phase, and almost no recovery phase. So it makes for some very interesting combos. It's like a fighting game almost, except his auto attacks have quite the windup on the initial phase. So you really do have to mind your timing, you can't just spam these things out. So I'm gonna give you the Cern challenge. Some of you will find this easy. Anyone can auto attack into his 2, that's fine. Head straight into jungle practice. There I want you to be level 1, only level your dash. I want you to auto attack, dash, cancel, and auto attack again. If you do it right, you'll get 2 quick basic attacks. You'll see them both on the screen at the same time. You can't do that at this attack speed normally unless you do the cancel right. That should wean out some of the weaklings. The rest of you, come with me. I want you now at mid-range to auto attack, dash, hit the dash, cancel, auto attack again in melee range. There's probably only like 10 of you left at this point, so let's finish them off. Alright, I want you level 20 at the Robot, Hunter's Blessing, Devourer's Gauntlet, fully stacked, Ninja Tabi, Executioner, Keen Sais. I'm gonna need you at about mid-range. I'm using this dummy thick rock for measurement. Oh, and be in the autumn stance. Auto attack 2, auto attack 3, hit the 3, cancel the 3, auto attack in melee stance, auto attack again. Autobots roll out. I don't know what that was. I've said auto so many times this video, it just doesn't feel real anymore. I end up using this combo at least once every time I play Cern. And boy, it makes you dizzy. I'd almost be willing to bet some of you were already doing this stuff, you just didn't know what it was. Thanks for the 8K, thanks for all the support. Get out there and become the god you were meant to be.